Doraemon is a successful Japanese media franchise created by manga duo Fujiko Fuyo. The property originally started off as a manga series and later inspired 3 separate anime series and countless films since 1973. While the franchise has seen distribution in many countries, exposure in the English language world has been relatively limited. An English dub of the 1979 cartoon called The Adventures of Albert and Sidney, produced by the company Sinar, is believed to have only aired in the Barbados in the late 1980s and early 1990s. The show aired Saturday mornings on CBC TV 8 in the country. No home video releases of the dub are known to exist, nor has any of it surfaced online. Until recently, information on this production has been scarce. The first report mentioned of the dub was by a Barbadian user on a forum called the TFP in 2004, who recalled part of the theme song. Other users online have also mentioned the dub, but few concrete details of the show and no actual footage has resurfaced online yet. It is also known that signs were not translated from the original Japanese, and Doraemon and Nobita were renamed to Albert and Sidney, respectively. The spelling of Sidney's name is also in doubt. Some sources spell it with a Y, while some spell it with an I. According to the NATPE 1987 issue of Television Radio Age magazine, the dub was distributed by Sinar, a children's entertainment company based in Montreal, Quebec, later known as Cookie Jar and now known as DHX Media. Sinar was selling the show as 150 10-minute episodes. The English version was likely recorded in Montreal, Canada, as the Canadian Radio, Television and Telecommunications Commission approved The Adventures of Albert and Sidney as Canadian content on June 6, 1986, under its dubbing category. It is believed that Sinar had produced The Adventures of Albert and Sidney for broadcast in the United States on TBS. The channel had acquired the rights to 50 episodes of Doraemon in 1985, but ultimately never aired the show. Canadian musician Jerome Langlois lists The Adventures of Albert and Sidney as a project he worked on, crediting the series to Sinar and Turner Broadcasting. The latter company's cold feet are similar to the reluctance it showed other Japanese properties it had acquired at the time. Tokatsu series Ultra 7, which was also localized by Sinar for Turner, remained unaired in the United States for years. The same occurred with a show called G-Force Guardians of Space. In March of 2017, a Lost Media Wiki contributor contacted CBC if they had information about the dub, but unfortunately the channel has long since removed Albert and Sidney from its archive. On February 21st, 2020, a Twitter user named :LW claimed to found a 14-second clip of the dub. The clip was later posted on his Twitter and Tumblr, and was later reposted to YouTube by Doremi-chan's channel. This later turned out to be a complete hoax. On February of 2020, Jerome Langlois revealed that each episode was roughly 8 minutes. The theme song is an original composition and not a translated version of the original Japanese theme. Other characters' names he remembered in the show are Buster and Lucy. Whether they were iterations for Guyen, Sunio, or Shizuka remains unconfirmed. He composed the entire ordered series, done in a whole summer of 1985, and also possesses VHS copies of the 30-second theme song and a 1 minute and 12 seconds excerpt of his work on the show. Despite his willingness to digitize them, scheduling and legal concerns hinders that decision.